What up, everybody? It's your boy CG, back to you guys again with more crypto news. Now, before we get into the topics of today's video, if you guys could do me a favor, hit that like button. It's the easiest way for you to show your support, and it takes less than a second. Well, without further ado, let's jump straight into it. So today we're going to be talking about some topics that kind of bother me when I speak about them because of the simple fact that we have to talk about these things, and the fact that it would be a given that in this space and in this market, if you understand the concept of where crypto is coming from, that you guys are gonna get it. You guys, if you guys know me and you know the channel, you'll know what I'm gonna be talking about. So without further ado, Q4 2020 will be crazy, says VC, because of the fact that DeFi is on the up and coming. Ethereum 2.0 is going to be releasing its first phase, and then on top of that, Libra has actually restructured their the project so that it actually falls under the guidelines, so that Libra has a better chance of actually being launched this time around, including many other things that they'll be talking about. So let's jump straight into what's going to be going on the second half of 2020. So the post-halving push. So as you guys know, I've talked about this before. BTC, in the history of its halvings, there tends to be a period where post-halving BTC is kind of on like a somewhat of a downtrend, because as you guys know, the mining rewards have been cut in half, and the people who are mining on the BTC network, they can't manage the overhead because of this cut in the amount of BTC that was being produced. So a lot of people tend to capitulate, especially the miners, especially in this period. So there's kind of a fluctuation on the downside as far as where BTC's price action is heading. And after a couple months, it tends to even itself out. Then we start to see a slow push back up, if you guys have studied past BTC halving charts. So that's one thing to look at. Second, Ethereum 2.0's first phase is about to be released probably towards the end of 2020. So that's another thing for you guys to look at. I've already talked about Ethereum 2.0 in a few videos in the last couple of weeks, so you guys can go check out them videos, or I said them videos, those videos if you'd like. I'm really looking forward to ETH actually scaling up. We have also many other projects that are helping ETH scale, so I'm really looking forward to seeing where DeFi goes. Polkadot, an interoperability protocol, will be fully functional as well. So as you guys know, Protocol, the creator of Protocol, is also one of the founding developers of Ethereum. I can't remember, I think it's Grant something, I can't remember his name exactly, but Polkadot, I've been hearing a lot of buzz about it, and the fact that Polkadot is going to be helping projects become blockchain agnostic is really something to look forward to, especially when we have all these projects trying to do their own thing. So imagine if we could link all of these projects together and make them act as one. Like, the crypto market is just becoming far more and more mature, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the future of this whole industry coming together. Facebook-led Libra initiative will be launching with its new structure, which has adapted to appeal to regulators. As you guys know, Libra came out. Libra had over 100 corporations or companies come together to support it, but because of the structure of the Libra project, it wasn't allowed to be launched. It faced a lot of scrutiny from a lot of leading legislation around the world. So the Libra project actually got stomped in the dirt before it could even really take off. But Facebook has been taking a different approach, and that's going to be coming out this fall. And for those of you who are wondering what this has to do with crypto at all, Libra is going to be like a centralized Facebook protocol. Well, if you guys think about it, it's going to be bringing more light and shining a bigger how can I put this, pool of information on the cryptocurrency community or market as a whole, especially if Libra interoperates with the cryptocurrency market. So who knows where this might go. Just the fact that when people hear Libra, they think of crypto is another big bonus. But hey, next, Zcash will see its own block reward halving, which may trigger an uptrend after a multi-year bear market. So, in essence, the same thing as BTC. Zcash, are heavily privacy-focused cryptocurrency. It's pretty popular amongst the crypto community. If you guys don't know, Zcash has been on a downward spiral over the past couple of years. Although its usage has not deterred at all, Zcash is still, in my opinion, one of the more popular privacy coins. And just because we're seeing this downward spiral doesn't mean you should count the project out or the coin out. The value of coins locked in DeFi contracts could surpass 5 billion. Since the start of the year, this metric has trebled from around 700 mil to 2.5 billion as of this article's writing. So that's another thing. We could potentially see a lot of these decentralized finance protocols, the holdings that they have just skyrocket, especially if we start seeing all of these other things come to fruition, and it's going to shine an even wider light on everything that's going on, as far as more institutions wanting to possibly participate in this decentralized finance revolution. Man, English is just kicking my ass today, huh? Well, that's normal. The U.S. election between VP Biden and President Trump. It isn't clear how exactly this will affect the cryptocurrency market, but Trump has been outspoken against Bitcoin. And yeah, as you guys know, Trump has Trump. I'm sorry. Trump has a lot of sway in the financial markets. When this dude tweets something, things happen in the market. It doesn't matter what he says. Like, it literally is the stock market is literally a reflection of this man's tweets. So who knows what this upcoming election may bring. I'm hearing a lot of people are saying that Biden is going to probably win by a landslide, and I'm hearing a lot of people saying Trump is probably going to do exactly what he did in 2016. So who knows? I'm not going to get into politics on this channel. It's not for me to talk about on here. So yeah, we potentially may see a lot of volatility coming in the next few months. So for those of you guys who have been watching this channel and listening to me speak for my insight on what's going on, I think things are about to pipe up. There's a lot of stuff in the pipeline for the cryptocurrency market, and we definitely are going to see some heavy price action, especially in Bitcoin, in my personal opinion. BTC investor sues the IRS for unlawful seizure of records at 3 crypto exchanges. So this dude, Jim Harper, sued the IRS. Man, this dude's a modern American hero. But yeah, so the IRS essentially seized this man's financial records. He had held BTC in 2013, and around 2015 and 2016, he started liquidating his BTC holdings through Coinbase and Abra. And even though he had zero cryptocurrency on these apps or exchanges or whatever, the IRS still, when they were demanding the information of cryptocurrency users after Coinbase had refused the first time, they then came to Coinbase with not want to say the stipulation, but with the request that they'd only get people who had above $20,000 worth in assets on the exchange. And I guess Coinbase complied, which, they basically bent the knee, but whatever, I'm not going to say anything. Well, actually, I will say something, but that's later on. So they basically got Mr. Harper's information, and he received, as you guys know, last year or the year before last year, I think 2018, the IRS actually sent out letters to all the cryptocurrency holders who had a certain amount of cryptocurrency on exchanges, letting them know that they were basically under their watchful eye. And I guess Mr. Harper really wasn't appreciative of that, his information, being seized like that. So it's crazy times that we're living in, as far as the revolution of the financial industry and their market, and the fact that people are starting to get into crypto, not necessarily for the gains, but also for the fact that they're trying to separate from the older market where a lot of things were unfair, quite unfair actually. So here's to Mr. Harper. I'm really hoping that he actually does succeed in this lawsuit against the IRS, because man, F the IRS. But anyway, BTC Bear Goldman Sachs is looking for an engineer who's familiar with Ethereum. Now, this may not be what a lot of people think it is. They're actually seeking somebody who's familiar with distributed ledger technology, who is familiar with Ethereum and other protocols in the cryptocurrency market, so they can do their own in-house stuff. Goldman Sachs has come under scrutiny as of recently because of their complete dismissal of the cryptocurrency market, although past articles and records show that they have purchased cryptocurrency exchanges, so on and so forth, and all these things. All these things are on public record, mind you, that they have done in the cryptocurrency market. So the fact that, like I said, guys, these people lie all the time. Like, when they say one thing, they're doing the opposite. And then, just the fact that they're still saying that cryptocurrency is used in illicit activities, crime, and drugs, and on the dark web. And then you really look at their hand in a lot of the open scams that they've run on the American public and just around the world in general. It's just kind of like, man, that's the the kettle calling the pot metal, because you know what I mean. Like, that's ridiculous. But hey, that's what's going on. For any of you who are looking at why they might be doing that, that's what's going on. But hey, I don't care what they say. They're in crypto. They like crypto. They're lying. Next article, Custodian Curve is helping institutions dabble in DeFi with compound integration. So a crypto custodian known as Curve is helping a lot of institutions that aren't in the crypto market get exposure to these decentralized financial protocols. And Curve in particular is giving its clients exposure to Compound, in which these institutions may be able to gain interest on their projects or the cryptocurrencies that they hold, which, if you ask me my opinion, they probably are going to make gains in interest regardless, just because the market is still pretty young. And I'm pretty sure a lot of these projects that they've invested in are not just like little small caps or whatever. They're the big boys, more than likely. So more than likely, where they're going to see interest on their holdings and their positions, and on top of that, they're going to see growth in the price of their positions as well. So this is really interesting to see that institutions are slowly but surely getting a whiff of what the cryptocurrency market can do for them financially and pocket-wise, and they're starting to participate. So just imagine when all of these decentralized finance protocols start expanding to far, far more traditional financial industries. Well, not industries, but companies. That's why I really think that, as much as people want to say DeFi is a bubble, even if DeFi is a bubble, it is an extremely sustainable bubble. If you get where I'm coming from, it's extremely sustainable. We're probably going to see, like the bubble pop far further down the line, in my opinion, if it is a bubble at all. But hey, that's for the future to decide for us. All we can do is talk about the present. Last article, IRS enlists Coinbase in latest crypto tracing deals. So, as you guys know, earlier I stated that, I'm not going to speak on Coinbase right now, but I will. This is what I was talking about. Basically, Coinbase has entered an agreement with the IRS, where the IRS will be paying them $234,000 over a period of 2 years for Coinbase to track cryptocurrency transactions on the blockchain. And in my personal opinion, well, let me tell you what they said first. Coinbase stated that regardless of the pushback from their cryptocurrency community, they simply had this to say: they are trackable anyway, so we might as well make money off of it. And that is a big how can I put this? That really kind of just shits on people who got into crypto for the exact reason that it was created, like to separate itself from these traditional thieves. So for Coinbase to sit here and tell the IRS, hey, we're going to help you track people down and, potentially ruin their nest eggs or whatever it may be, or potentially even further get them fined for having so on and so forth, for doing what they want with their money. It's ridiculous. There's absolutely no integrity in this decision, in my personal opinion. Coinbase has made more than enough freaking money. They could have simply said no. They've already done enough by agreeing to report people who make over a certain amount on their database as far as their clients go. So as much as they're trying to justify it, there really is no justifying it, in my personal opinion, to work with the people who have been robbing the American people or your clients for years. But hey, this has been your boy CG, everybody. Have a great night. I'll come back at you guys later with some more crypto news. Peace. I'm out.